Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, so man, bro, like, there was times where I was still making music, bro, and I was living in like a fucking abandoned fucking house, bro. And I'm like, bro, I shouldn't even be focusing on music right now, bro. Like, how can you even make music from a state like this, bro? I'm wearing the same shitty clothes, bro. And you know what I mean? But like, it's that sense of perseverance. Is it perseverance, right? Am I saying it right? It's perseverance. But just that perseverance, man, and keeping going, bro, because I would have never thought I would be in a situation where I am now. And you know, I'm not even like that far in the game. I'm not that far along, but I'm a lot further and a lot like, you know what I mean, more stable than I was then, bro. And you know what I mean? And I really just had to sit here and manifest this shit and be like, man, yo, I'm not finna give up. Even though this shit is hard, bro. You know what I mean? It came to a point, bro, like, and it didn't even get better after that, bro. Like, it got a little bit more stable. I started living with some family and shit like that, and then their shit fell through. So, like, it's a time where, man, it was just me, my mom, her two kids, bro, and we're just riding around and shit. Thankfully, because you know what I mean, she wasn't working at the time. So, thankfully, I was working at a hotel. I was working at the Miami Beach Edition. So I was making a decent amount of money. And I had hotel discounts for like Marriott's and shit. But this is during winter season in Miami. And winter season is the busiest time in Miami for like hotel rates. So I would fuck around and like book a hotel for a couple of nights type shit. Like I'll try to book it as long as I can. You know what I mean? And then like the rates would get super high and I'll be like, damn, I'm running out of money because we got to eat and shit like that. And at work, I was just telling my boss like, yo, I don't need any days off. Like I dead ass told my boss like, look, I'm in a situation right now, bro. And if you could just put me on as many days as possible, back to back, I'll be forever thankful for that, because you know what I mean? Like, I need the money right now, bro. I need them checks coming in back to back. And it's like, you know, even in that situation, sometimes you might feel like giving up because, like, you making all this money just to, you know what I mean? Just to put it away. And it's not like I wasn't making a lot. I was making a decent amount of money in Miami, but it's like the cost of living there and just that situation itself, and not being able to save the money and keep spending it because we didn't really have anywhere to go like that, was kind of like a discouraging situation. And I was just like, it was around time where taxes were about to come in type shit. And I was just like, man, dog, I need to manifest some shit, bro. Like, I was sitting in the car while my whole family was in this little hotel. And then we had to switch hotels one time, bro, to like a shittier hotel. So it's not like we weren't even staying in the Marriott's anymore, bro. We're staying in like some shit, like some fucking, like some shit out by like the airport, dog. If you live in Miami, bro, and you know that like a little area out by the airport and shit, you know, like some of that area shit, that shit get ratty out there a little bit, bro. Staying in them kind of hotels and shit. So like, we had a rental car, bro. Like, we ain't even had no car, bro. That's how ill it was, bro. We had the rental car shit, so we paying more money for that. So it'll be times, bro, like all I had was my little vaporizer shit, and I'll go sit in the car, bro, at nighttime and go listen to music. Or you know what I mean? Listen to my own music and on the aux and shit like that, bro. And listen to just motivational shit, bro. And listening to fucking like law of attraction shit, bro. And like, when I tell y'all, like, that shit right there, if you can focus your mind on some shit like that, bro, like if you guys could like just start learning about something like anything that has to do with like the laws of the universe, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, it's over from them. But you gotta have faith in that shit, bro, like, for real. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of times where I'm not getting a lot of shit that you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things. There's a lot of times where I don't feel like I'm getting the shit that I need. But then, you know, it's the energy of that's kind of pulling that away from me. So you gotta have faith with that shit, bro. Cause like all this shit, bro, like this camera right here, this microphone, this computer, bro, this whole space, bro, I wrote this in a journal, bro. I deadass wrote this in a journal. I got that journal still in my goddamn closet right now, bro. I wrote all this shit down in a journal, bro. Like on mamas, bro, I wrote all this shit down, bro, and I'm like living it right now, bro. And that's the scary part. Like, you know what I mean? People may see like the stuff that I have as nothing, bro, but I see it as everything, bro, because I wrote down everything. When I said I will have video equipment. You know what I mean? I'ma have more goddamn music stuff. I'ma be in a situation where I can be and go pursue my music and shit like that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is nuts, bro. So to continue the story, bro, like I was like, man, I need to manifest a certain amount of money, this, that, and the third. And this was around tax time. I already filed for income tax. And I ended up manifesting the exact number, bro. I was asking for $1,000, bro. I was asking for $1,000, bro. You know what I mean? I was asking for $1,000, bro. And I manifested a number real close to that, bro. Like it was almost there on the money. I'm like, yes. So this is all we need. So now we can start looking for places and shit. So, you know what I mean? In the meantime, we're just like still spending the money. You know what I mean? Pulling from the pot, spending the money and shit. And meanwhile, this whole time, I'm not like recording music or nothing like that. I may have like done a few Instagram posts or some shit, but I wasn't recording no music or nothing like that. So, fucking around, you know what I mean? We stayed with somebody else. RIP. We stayed with somebody else who's not here anymore. But you know that situation wasn't really beneficial either, man. Like, you know, I was back in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? My original neighborhood, the Grove, and you know, it's not as bad as it used to be back in the day, but it's still not. You know what I mean? Like the ideal place you want to be. But you know, right now, like you can kind of like move to the Grove and you'll be kind of chilling. Like it's nothing how it was back in the day, like how when I was growing up in the Grove, bro. It's just not the same. Like anybody from the Grove can tell you, it's just the Grove is not the same. You know what I mean? And it's for bad and for good, because you know what I mean. Some of the culture and everything is washed out of it. You know, just that whole what's the word called when all the white folks move in and goddamn gentrified, you know what I mean? The shit got gentrified and shit like that. So, for better or for worse, but life is all about change. Shit changes. But you know, in that situation, like I couldn't, like it was just me, my mom, her 2 kids, bruh, staying with somebody, and in one small ass room, bro. I was sleeping on a damn airbed, bro. And I'm talking about the place was bad, bro. I'm talking about like, bro, like roaches and rats, bro. Like, we used to have to barricade the door, bro. Like, I'd put, like, towels and shit just to keep from the rats coming from under the shit, bro. Like, I would wake up and feel some shit on me, bro. Still to this day, sometimes I'd be like, you know what I mean? I got, like, a little twitch and shit, bro. So, you know what I mean? Bro, I wanted to record music so bad, but the house was always so packed, bro. Like, it was so many different people. I couldn't record in the room because my mom and her 2 kids is in there. And you know what I mean? And there was always people running in and out of the house. At that time, she bought like a little hoopty with the money we had. So I was like, man, I've recorded outside before. So what would it be like if I recorded music inside the car? So fuck around, just brought all my equipment, just the mic stand. The first day I didn't bring the mic stand, I just had the mic in my hand and shit, like some old school G-rap type shit. So I had the mic in my hand, I brought the inbox, I brought the laptop and shit like that, and I was just recording songs in the car. And it's like, even in that situation, somebody could have been like, bro, why is you focusing on music right now, bro? Like, you need to be focusing on some other shit, bro. Like some whole other shit, bro. And when I tell you the craziest shit, bro, like, bro, I spent like damn near a whole year, bro, every night, bro, recording in my mom's car, bro, a hoopty in the hood, bro. In the hood, bro. At nighttime in the hood, bro, in a hoopty. You know what I mean? I got a video on YouTube where we got a rental and shit. This was after she lost the car. You know what I mean? Because she lost the hoopty. I forgot what happened to the damn. It just wouldn't start. I don't know, bro. There was a lot of bad juju and a lot of fucked up bullshit going on at that time, and I don't want to bring up none of that energy because that energy caused me a lot of pain. So, you know what I mean? We finna bring this shit back to that positive shit. So, you know what I mean? That happened. You know what I mean? I was recording music in the car and shit like that. Hey, I'm gonna put you on live after I finish this because I'm recording something for my YouTube. The time frame of me recording music in the car and shit like that, I start bouncing tracks back and forth to my homie 3K. 3K does graphics. You know what I mean? He's a graphic designer, this, that, and the third. And he's hearing some of my music. We've been knowing each other for a hot ass minute. But he's like, yo, dog, like what you doing with music right now, bro? And I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to like make some shit happen, bro. And he's like, bro, you would pop off if you would just like, if you'll take yourself serious and stop making like these kind of songs, you know what I mean? Like stop being so experimental with it, you know what I mean? Because you do have like that core sound that's like super radio. And like I started off like super radio friendly and shit like that, but like I kind of got bored of that sound. And anybody will tell you like I kind of veered off away from my core sound for like a couple years because I kind of got tired of it. Like I veered away from all that Aquafina, all that shit like that. And then basically, you know what I mean? When I started working with 3K and shit, like I started making more bouncy type music, shit like that. He was based out of Atlanta, and I always loved Atlanta, so I was trying to like incorporate some of that into my own sound type shit. And then now we at the situation where we got stuff like Water and shit like that. So what I'm basically saying is, had I never continued doing music and had I just started focusing on what the world wanted me to focus on, the negativity, just the pursuit of money, you know what I mean? The pursuit of money ain't shit, bro. The pursuit of passion, bro. Because once you fucking do what you love every fucking day, the money gonna come, bro. The money gonna fucking come, bro. And you know, like financially, like I'm not where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'm not where I like 100% want to be financially, but you know what I mean? Like I'm a lot better off than I was before. You know what I mean? So had I never like kept up that consistency and had I never wanted to, had I just quit and just focused on the real life shit, bro, I would never be in a situation where I linked up with 3K. I went out there for A3C. I saw Atlanta. I saw that I wanted to move out to Atlanta. I planted that seed in my head. You know what I mean? And it just gave me that new drive, you know what I mean? Working with people in the industry really gave me that new drive to be like, all right, maybe I'm not doing this shit for no reason. You know, every now and then you still get discouraged and shit like that, bro. But what I'm saying is, bro, the journey, bro, is everything, bro. So like, don't just give up not thinking where this shit could end, because you like every day y'all watching me and y'all growing with me, you know what I mean? And then if I'm not saying I'm never gonna make it to where I want to make it, because I'm trying to make it to as big as I fucking humanly possible, you know what I mean? But y'all seeing the day-to-day thing, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna update y'all more on like what I'm doing, because you know what I mean? Like I know content is king, so that's why I'm doing this shit here. But hey, man, it's been good talking to y'all. I just wanted to say, keep up the fucking consistency, bro. And perseverance is everything, bro. And this has been Jim's session with Blizzi. You already know. I'm going to go ahead and end this like this. If anybody was wondering, this is like my little audio video vlog type shit. And I'll do it on live and shit too. But yeah, man, I got a bunch of stories, man. That was just one story, bro. I got a whole bunch of stories, bro, about shit that happened in my life, bro. Like, I'm about to be 28 in May, bro. Like, I've been through a lot of shit, bro, good and bad, bro. And, you know, I'm not just going to only bring up, like, the negative shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to bring up some of the good shit, too. Like, you know, my first show, I'm going to bring up shit about, like, my first time opening up for Travis Scott. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna touch on some shit, man. You know what I mean? Just stay tuned, man. This series is finna build, man. I just want to expand more. You know what I mean? I don't just want to do just the rap shit all the time. I feel like I got something to offer that's quality, and maybe some of y'all can relate to this shit, man. So thank you for watching. Shouts out to you, Donovan. Shouts out to everybody who came into the live. Shout out to the people who didn't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna end the audio right here.